Hi Pisces, welcome to Black Stars Tarot. First I want to start out, guys, by saying thank you to all of my 91 subscribers. Whether it's 1 or 91, I am very appreciative for all of you who tune in and watch my videos. And I just want to say thank you. All right, so thank you very much. Pisces. So Pisces, this is your February 2023 career and finance reading. So let's check in and see what's going on with you guys. So from the gate, I do feel like there is a new start for some of you. You're starting something new. You're building something new, Pisces. You're in the beginning stages of practicing discipline, even to some degree, Pisces. So that is amazing. So you got time to decide. So there's a decision to make for you here, Pisces. So let's figure out what this decision is. It's time to decide, the card says. Let's get some more. Let's get an abundance of them here, and then we'll, read them, all at once. All right, Pisces. So time to decide. It says make a decision based on your heart's true desires. We have justice. Very nice. It says your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. What else for Pisces? We got love and light. All right. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Very nice. So you're being guided, Pisces. That's coming in strong here. You're being guided. And you're being guided to make a decision. So maybe some of you, have been in procrastination station. And now you're being guided to make a move. You have leadership here. And you have artists here. And you have school at the bottom of the day. So there's a healing energy that needs to take place here for you, Pisces. So let me just say that a lot of Pisces are artists. You guys are very creative and you do well, in leadership positions because you're able to think of new ideas, new ways to make things happen and to make things work, as a whole. So there is something that's trying to balance itself out, and it has a lot to do with your life purpose here. I do feel a stagnant energy here, and for some, and that's not for all of you. There are some of you that are clearly moving forward and know what it is that you want to do, and you have something new that is coming in, and then others of you, you're just thinking about it. What should I do? When should I do it? How am I going to do it? Maybe I need to go back to school. Well, Pisces, maybe for some of you, maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have everything that you need already inside of you. I'm finding, and I'm not, promoting for anybody not to go to school and seek out an education. But today, in the world that we live in, I don't even, depending on what you want to do, of course, this doesn't apply to everything, but, an education is almost going to, for some things, it's going to be obsolete. You don't really need, to go back to school. A lot of people go back to school, and never even work, as in the career that they train for. You got all those loans, you paying all that money, YouTube can be your school. Your higher self, can be your school. Like follow what you're being divinely guided to do with your life and with yourself, because I see talent here. I see you taking charge, of a situation, and the situation is your life, Pisces. It's time for you to get up. Like the answers that, you guys are seeking are already within you. And there's something that people need to hear from you, Pisces, because you have justice here. So it's like justice comes in to bring balance and fairness, not just to your life, but also to the lives of others. So you're being called to make a decision. What is it that you want to do? What feels good to you? You know, what makes you want to get up in the morning? What makes you feel great at the end of the day when you go to bed at night? It says engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. So not only um, is whatever it is that you do best, whatever your passion is, whatever you're being called to do, it's not just making you feel good. It's making the masses. You know, this is for the masses, and a lot of times that's the way it is for everybody. Um, Particularly when you're being called to do something, it's not that you're being called just so you can go, you know, be happy and make all of this money. You're being called so that what you're doing is serving you and it's also serving others. So being real, some of you are going back to school, maybe you're taking up something in art. Some of you could be taking on positions as entrepreneurs, you know, launching some new ideas, starting something new, deciding to take control, you know, of your life so you can balance, you know, yourself out again. Because some of you, you're all, you know, you're not where you want to be, and it's disturbing you. It's like literally messing with your energetic equilibrium right now. The injustice is here trying to help you, but it needs your help. It needs you to join in on this mission. Don't just sit back and wait for opportunities to drop in your lap. You need to help. And that's not for all of you, but it is for some of you. That don't belong in here. Motivation. It's the Ace of Wands, you know, motivated beginnings. That's, you have to start it. I really was just saying that. You know, this card doesn't even belong in this deck, you know, but it's the Ace of Wands. This is get motivated. This is a new beginning, like sparking something new, light and fire, you know, underneath, you know, your Tootsie, Pisces. What else for Pisces? We got butterfly. So Pisces, this is sudden change, right? That may be coming in for you. For some of you, when you're feeling or being called to make a decision, it needs to be long term, not short term. Again, with this butterfly card, there is an energy of art. So a lot of you are artists. I'm not surprised. You know, Pisces, you guys just have that artistic, you know, feel about you. You love theater. You love poetry. You love writing. You love, you know, things that keep your mind moving, keeping your mental entertained. So with this butterfly card here, you know, this is fun work. The butterflies are beautiful. They're light. They're free. You know, they just kind of, you know, little flitter from one place to the other, doing what it is that they want to do. That's the energy that you need, Pisces, because you're not meant to be contained. You know, you're water. You like to flow. You like to be free. You know, you don't like restrictions. You know, when you come to an obstacle, you just swell up and roll right on over it. And so you have that ability. You love movement. You know, that's just part of you. But I tell you, Pisces, if you don't make the if you don't make the initiative to get up and start moving, and this is not for everybody, the universe is going to help you. You want the universe's help, but again, you don't, right? You don't want that tower, you know, to come in. So you got turtle here. This is what you're doing right now. You're kind of, you know, for some of them, I'm not going to say you're stuck, but I do feel like you're like, well, I'll do it in time. You know, I'll get there. You know, it's kind of like a slow moving energy here. You're moving, but you're slow. And not saying to rush into anything, but, you know, at least make some steady progress here. You got nugget. So for some of you, there's been a small increase that you know, will receive, have received, whatever this is. And this nugget that you have here this has allowed you to make that fresh start, like that beginning that I was talking about. But I tell you this, like, you know, with this nugget, you know, it's fabulous. You know, at the end of the day, it's helpful, but you know, you need, you know, your intentions, your plans, your goals, you know, what you want to do is bigger than this nugget. So this nugget is only going to illuminate things and help you out, but for so far. So whatever it is that some of you may have coming in or that is coming in, you know, it's helpful, but it's not going to hold you. Okay, it's not. And you have with this butterfly here too, some type of sudden change coming in. Don't let it be a tower, Pisces. Don't let this sudden change that fuck me. Pisces, I just said don't let it be a tower. And here it is right here. I feel it here. And I mean, you can't make this up. Like, seriously. I was just saying, don't let it be a tower. And the next card that flips out is a tower, because you got this change here, this sudden change here. You making short-term plans, not all of you, but some of you, making this slow movement. It's almost like, the universe is saying, if you don't move a little quicker, I'm going to have to help you. I'm going to spark this for you. It's going to light the match for you. I'm telling you, this is what, you don't want to see. You don't want this tower to come in and take charge, because some of you will not. It's time for some to stop thinking, stop talking, stop, pretending, stop dreaming, and get to work. Get to work, because you have so much talent. You have so much to offer, and make sound decisions as well. Pisces, stop playing around all the time. So you got Cup. So for some of you, you have prosperity. All of you have prosperity. Everybody has it. Now, whether or not you utilize it is a whole nother different story, right? So with this Cup here, some of you, I mean, how are you looking at things? Like, what is your perspective right now? Is the cup half empty, or is it half full? Like, which one is it? Which one is it? But what this card does represent is an energy of taking care of business. Like, seriously, then the card says taking care of business. And that's what I've been trying to express here, because you have what you need. You're filled with talent. You're filled with imagination. You're filled with motivation. But for some reason, for some of you, you're cutting corners, or you're just not motivated to do it. Instead of you thinking about the long term, you're living in the moment. You're thinking about it, but you're not, really making much progress to it, or you're making little progress, or you're living through someone else's experiences. When what you need to do is make a daggone decision. It says right here, it's time to decide. Because if you don't make a decision, then here comes this butterfly about to transform your life, but it may not feel that good, with the tower here. So be honest, right? Honest. Do an honest assessment. This nugget card says an honest assessment. So yes, do an honest assessment of your life, your circumstances, because justice is here to try to help you balance out what is off kilter in your life. Whether it's your inability to make a decision, maybe you just don't really know what to do, but I doubt that. I doubt that there's a Pisces out there who don't know what to do. You guys are very creative. Hell with that. You can come up with some shit. If you can find a way to get out of something, if you can find a way to make something work for you, to strategize, plan, and or even scheme, I swear you're going to do it. So you got Clover, lucky break. So like I said, for some of you, this nugget came in. You got something that's offered you an opportunity to kind of get back on track here. And for others of you, you got some type of surprise coming in. This card says risky business. Stop playing around, Pisces. And I'm not preaching to you. I'm just saying that, if when it comes to your money, if some of you are in a place right now where, you're really trying to figure out like what to do with yourself, what is the next step to take? Well, start with being honest. Start with doing an honest assessment of where you are, and make plans to like where you want to be, because therein lies your treasure that's here on the bottom of this deck. If you are thinking about art, because there's a strong energy here of art, it's here twice. Whatever this art may be, go do it. Whether it's YouTube, on paper, in a book, on a canvas, nobody cares. Do what it is that's making you, that's going to make your heart throb. You got hand here. You got to get your hands dirty, Pisces. No one's going to, take care of you, and no one is going to keep offering, you assistance here, okay? If you want to reach your goals, you're going to have to put some hands in, some hands-on hard work. This is just what the cards say, okay? Seriously, these cards have words on them. I'm reading the words off the cards. So that's what I'm saying to you. All right, so let's move on from there, all right? what you want, Pisces, and is a fulfilling career. I know that's what you want. Nobody wants to get up and punch anybody's time clock, every day. Man, I hate it. Man, I hate it. I do it and I hate it. So I understand, the struggle, because it's real. The struggle is real. But, you just can't, plan for the short term. You got to plan for the long term. And you got to get out of this mindset of not having that lack mentality. Not for all of you, but for some of you. For some of you, you're in a leadership position. You're working on your art. You're going back to school. You've made the decision to change your life. But then for others of you, the tower is here for you. The tower is here for you. Okay, what else for Pisces? What else for Pisces? All right. That wants to come out, so we're just going to let it. Alright, that wants to come out. Both of them. So I'm going to let them come out too. Alright, Pisces. The bottom of the deck says, say yes to the things you think you can't do. Yes, some of you feel like you can't do this. And it's not, and I think a lot of it is just, just not being motivated, because we saw the Ace of Wands here. So it says say yes to the things that you think you cannot do. You also have work in silence, of course, because there's haters everywhere. So work in silence, Pisces. It says embrace the wisdom of the unknown. Getting off your ass, particularly after you've been stagnant for a long time and then not really knowing which direction to go in, can definitely have some an unknown feeling to it. Even, maybe an energy of fear. And there's no reason to be afraid, but what I'm saying is that you literally have to get to work. You have mechanic here. Some of you could be mechanics, but I feel like when you think of a mechanic, mechanics are working with their hands. Pisces, princesses and princes. You have to get your hands dirty, because you have too much to offer to the world to sit back and be playing these games. Like, is that, and that's just that. It says here on the card, mend what needs to be mending. It might be broken, but not all is lost. Consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace, or repair technician. You have the ability to easily fix your finances. You hear that? It says easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice may be needed. So hey guys, this isn't me coming down on you. Literally, this is the message that your higher self is trying to get out to you. You have stability here. You have perfection here, and you also have offering. So I'm going to just call it, like I see it, right? Progress is different from perfection, right? It is helpful. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you, it don't have to be perfect. As long as you're putting one step in front of the other, you will reach the success, the perfection, or whatever it is that you want to name your goals to be. Okay, if you want your goals to be perfect, then make them perfect. But first, just start with the progress so you can work on your stability here. It says your financial future promises to be stable and prosperous. So yes, if you work towards it, and particularly if you're working from like your heart's desires, then yes, you're gonna, it's gonna work for you. But you need to commit yourself to it. You have you have offering. I'm sorry. You have the card of offering here. It says the universe will meet all your needs. Consider having a money altar. Call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. So Pisces, here's the thing. I get it. This right here is crazy. It's hard out here, and there's tons of decisions to make, tons of opportunities though as well. So just pick one. Just pick a decision. And for some of you, this is art. This is art. It's creative energy, working with your hands, maybe crafting, maybe writing, maybe building, whatever. Art is in everything that we do. If you're a landscaper, you're an artist. If you're a baker, you're an artist. If you're a musician, you're an artist. You get it. So I can stop there. Nobody wants to hear this, but yes. It says, give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. So, you know what I think of when I read that? I think of you saying, well, if I can't have it the way that I want it now, I'm just not going to do it. If I can't just jump into my dreams, then fuck it. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling here. It says you will never get ahead if you don't overcome the fear of failure. I mentioned that earlier. You are enough. and have what it takes to improve your finances. So clearly some of you are having some financial issues. And whatever small nuggets that you keep getting coming into you, whether this is, you know, some type of increase that you've recently had that's going to help you out short term. You know, some of you could have gotten a short term loan. Some of you could have picked up a temp job. You know, whatever this is, you need to build something that's more stable, because this tower is not. This tower says unstable position here, period. You need to make a sound decision, Pisces. You really, really do. You gotta get your hands dirty. Nobody's gonna keep, giving you things, or you just can't keep, living off of handouts or shortcomings, or just craftiness, to some degree. And no, this is not every Pisces, because some of you got some good shit coming your way. You got fortune, you got surprises, you got leadership positions, you got a lot of stuff coming here. You got an ability to earn here. There's an ability to earn here. You have earning power here. Yes, you do. You just need to make a sound decision. You need to decide. You have decision here like 3 freaking times. Make a choice. Make a choice to make your life better, and not for the short term, in the long term. What else for Pisces? Your leadership. Some of you guys are really strong leaders. You got the Queen of Cups here, and you have the Emperor. So what's interesting, excuse me, Pisces, about this is, with the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. And you guys, have very, you have big hearts. Like, you give, you're not stingy. You do give, but the thing, and you're strong leaders with the Emperor here, and you have leadership here. But this Emperor energy is calling you, who have not done it already, because some of you have, it's calling you, to get it together, to follow your dreams with this Queen of Cups here, right? To get out of this muddy pool that some of you are sitting in, and flow freely again. Get your imaginative juices going again. Get your mind right. Get back to yourself. Like, get a god darn hobby if you have to. Anything to kind of get you flowing again. What else for Pisces? We got the 3 of Cups. So there's reason to celebrate here, okay? There's tons of reasons to celebrate. And honestly, this is the type of lifestyle you like. You like this celebratory energy. You like nice things. You like to be free. You like to have excess, right? But you can't have, excessive expectations, if you don't have the financial support. The 7 of Coins. So for some of you, this, this card does, represent fruits of your labor. 7 of Coins is like your harvest, paying off. And yes, some of you got that here for sure, because you got this clover here. This is some good shit right here. So some of you, yes, this is something that is paying off for you, because you made the decision and you put the hard work in. You took responsibility and accountability of your life, your finances, your career, and your decision making. And now it's paying off for you, and it's offering you this stability because you put the hard work in here. The universe supported you because you supported yourself first. But then for others of you, this is diminished return. This is stuff not, this is you not having, what you need. You got the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. It says reward and sacrifice. And the flip side of this is an empty reward. So the thing is, you're being called to make this change for you, the Magician. If you want it, then manifest it. As within, so without. So if what you're trying to accomplish here is not manifesting with this Magician here in your reality, it's because what is going on in the inside is reflecting on the outside. If you're not where you need to be financially, that's because you probably have a lack mindset, and you most likely probably aren't really making the initiative. Sometimes you just got to get up. You got to turn the TV off. You got to turn Facebook off. You got to get off of YouTube for a minute. That's probably like not but anyway, contradictory. But you know what I'm trying to say, in order to focus on this Magician energy here. You don't want your manifestations to be a punishment, I guess is what I'm thinking about this. Because if you're thinking, feeling, and doing business, you know, with yourself and others, you know, wrong, then you're gonna find yourself manifesting those very things. You'll get these short spurts of, you know, success, you know, get a little couple of these nuggets coming in, and next thing you know, you're right back to where you were before. So Pisces, thank you for watching. And as far as your career and finances go, like, some of you have nailed it. You've nailed it. Others of you need to get on the good foot. You know, seriously, start making some better plans. Like, work in silence, you know, and don't be afraid of the unknown. And for those of you who say, "Oh, I'm not afraid. I don't fear anything," you know, and no, that ain't true. You know, because I do see that here twice. There are fears, you know, here of the unknown for some of you. Only some. The numbers 2017 is here as well on this card.